Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Kim Ray, and you are watching Kim Ray Music TV. So this is something new. Someone asked me in the comments to review Family or Fiance. It is a show that I enjoy because I am like really into relationships and like equality and understanding both sides and understanding like the context and the background and everything. And so when I see Family or Fiance, it just always like I be tweeting down because I be like, bro, what's really good? And what is the problem? Who are we judging? What do we not know? What do we not need to know? Okay. So anyway, so we're going to review this episode and we're going to see how this goes because it's not like a season, or maybe it is. I don't really know, but maybe it don't have to be so structured. We could just hop on here and talk about it. Okay. So this week's couple is Akil and Alexis. Okay. They seem like they're from Houston. Okay. But they're, you know, a couple that come on here, seem fun loving enough, and you know, all the couples seem great together when you interview them just one-on-one. But y'all know the format of the show. They are trying to get the blessing of her family and his family, or his and his, or hers and hers, trying to get the blessing from both sides so that they can go ahead and move forward and get married. Okay, but usually the family has an issue with one of the mates because of something that has occurred. Maybe a sign of disrespect, maybe money, maybe, you know, all a plethora of issues, right? Okay, so Akil and Alexis, I'm not gonna lie, when I seen the commercials, the teasers, I thought that the issue was gonna be that he was too old for her because he had like a head full of gray hair. Maybe he just grazed early, because that wasn't the issue. Alexis' family, she has her mom, her stepdad, her sister. The stepdad is a pastor. The mom gives First Lady vibes. The sister, you know, is wearing a kitten heel but a really tight dress. And, you know, she has issues with Akil over some tax money. Okay? This is initially. The mom has issues with Akil because he just pulls up to the house. He didn't get out the car. And she has issues also because he has cussed in her presence. Okay? So already I'm getting judgmental vibes, I'm getting miscommunication vibes, and I'm getting, you know, some type of patriarchy, like he didn't get out of the car, he didn't, you know, they want something for their daughter that maybe their daughter is fine not having. Okay. So then Akil has his grandmother, what's he calling her, Grandma Aunt Vicky? Well, now I'm lost. I think he had his grandmother, Aunt Vicky, his sister Kendra or Kiki, and then his like great grandmother, Charles Etta. My God. Okay. And so on his side, you see his sister that is like ride or die for her brother. She is already there ready to fight. Whoever needs it is gonna get it. Okay, Vicky is very fun-loving, happy, positive, and Charles Etta is like, you know, this older woman who's seen a lot of things and is just like, you know, they acknowledge what Akil's got going on, but they're also like, Akil got to live his own life, right? So, all this is going on. Okay, so you guys know that they pretty much start out with like, they do a couple exercises to try to, you know, get some bonding going on, to get the families to see the fiance or the mate from a different scope, right? And then all this stuff comes out, and then you get the intertwining of the two families, and then you get like some people being defensive. It's a whole lot, and I don't even know why y'all would volunteer to go on this show. Okay, so because the very first thing is, if you love this man, how your family feels ultimately depends on like what you're going to allow. I mean, honestly, for real, because if you just decide, you know, their feelings hold this much weight that they're gonna stop the show, and you feel like that y'all are doing everything correctly, and you're really, you know, into each other and love each other and are willing to do the work, I don't even understand. I just don't understand that. I don't. Like, Alexis has this close relationship with her mom and her sister. I get it. But you know, her whole complaint the whole show, because I seen a lot of y'all tweeting, and a lot of y'all felt like, you know, Akil's a scammer, Akil has all these different things going on, and she's settling, and this and that. The thing is, Alexis loves Akil. Okay, so regardless of, you know, what we think about her relationship or all of these things here, okay, she loves this man. And so what I was seeing is, you know, everybody's asking him to atone or justify or explain things about his life that they don't understand. And based on, you know, what I could tell about Akil, it kind of seems like with his upbringing, what he's been through and different things, he feels like that her family don't need no explanation. He don't have to explain it. He ain't gonna explain it, and he don't feel no way about not explaining it. Okay, and so I think that's where they kind of was bumping heads, because stylistically for Alexis, she's an open book for her family. She's an open book for anybody else who asks. And, you know, the fact that her man is not willing to do that, she's trying to change that, and he ain't trying to do it. In the most polite way, he's just like, you know, that's just not, and he can't say the words. I know that's another thing that was frustrating for her. It's just like, you know, watching him at the Improv be able to do all these different emotions, it was just kind of like, he's not in a space where he's learned to communicate to you what the heck is going on, because maybe in his life thus far he has not been able to do that. This man having all these jobs clearly communicated to me like his main thing that he's seen a man do, or what he thinks a man needs to do, is provide. And so that's what he's trying to do. So he ain't got time for frivolous feelings and all this stuff. So I'm watching and I'm just like blown away at you, how you guys are getting this different perspective on Twitter, but whatever. But I'm just like, when the mom was crying, I was like, bruh, this is really narcissistic. Because, you know, like, your daughter has a special place for you in her heart, and she don't want to upset you. But at the same time, like, her getting married should not hurt you that bad if she's happy. So in the end, they did decide that they are going to, you know, work through it. They have a lot of work that they need to do. Yes, I get it. Completely understand. Completely agree. But there was just so many things, so many red flags that I had a problem with. As Christians, I can't stand when, and you know, you guys comment down below, because as a Christian, as a progressive Christian, I have not quite figured this part out yet. When you say, you know, y'all shouldn't be living together if you are not married, but then you get engaged and then you're planning your wedding. Okay, so you're still not living together. So then when you do get married, but your name's not changed, like, is it okay to live together now? Or can you live together a couple months before the wedding? Do you have to wait till you say? I mean, it's just so, like, that part to me is like, okay, it needs to be updated. Like, who's doing the talks? Like, this doesn't make sense to me, right? But y'all comment down below if you have a different theory. So it's just kind of stuff like that. Like, you know, like, Christians or people in the church, you know, we are taught and we are told and we raise people up, you know, to practice abstinence, to be, you know, practice virginity and wait till marriage, and don't say nothing about dating, and don't say nothing about situationships, and nothing about, you know, like, all the things that a woman or a man needs to know to be equipped on the dating scene. And then they get married, and then there's so much that they don't know. Like, it's just, you know, like, that could be a whole nother series for a whole different day. But the point that I'm trying to make is, that's what the dad had a problem with. Like, you guys are living together, you're not married. I'm like, okay, so are you saying that's a sin? So was it a sin when, you know, you got remarried, or the mama got remarried? Like, you know, y'all feel what I'm trying to say. Okay, so the sister is holding on to this fact that, you know, her $500, and it ended up being this whole miscommunication thing. Alexis is emotionally drained. Akil seems like the type to, you know, kind of laugh like when he's really nervous. But I just kept watching like, bruh, this is hard to watch. Regardless of if the man is not enough for her, like y'all said, or she's settling, it's like she didn't have no issues really with him. Like, if her mom and her sister weren't in the picture, would you have issues with Akil? And that's why I'm like, your mom and your sister seem like they're judging this man, and this is somebody that you're into, so really they're judging like what you're into. That's their real problem, because even if it ain't a kill, you're gonna bring somebody else home that's just like him because you're attracted to that. So I don't know, just like a whole lot of riffraff. And I was like, I mean, I get the show, I get why it's a show, why it's a thing, because this really goes down, but we gotta stop. We gotta stop. We gotta stop. We gotta stop. To see Akil, you know, do all that at the improv, and then, you know, Alexis have this attitude like, yeah, you ain't never shown me none of them emotions. I'm just like, see, that's a problem right there. Like, we already talk about how, you know, the black woman has to, I get it, the black woman has to do so much work to like repair all this that the black man has gone through, and show them that it's okay, and like encourage feelings, and encourage self-awareness, and encourage like emotional emotional know-how, and like being in self-control and all that, right? But the fact of the matter is, if roles were switched, would the black man stick in there and be as patient with the black woman as the black woman is with the black man? Probably not. Probably not. But that's what I'm seeing with this black man. He has some things, and it's like, in any relationship, you're gonna have to be down to ride through all of that, and you're gonna have to make a choice if you're wanting to do that. And it was kind of looking like Alexis didn't really want to do that. I seen in the update that they were still working it out, so good for her. But this is just a PSA for y'all. You get with somebody, everything seems like it's cool, you know, he ain't got no kids, he ain't, you know, nothing, got a cool little job, got a nice house, got his own car, whatever, but there's still always like emotional baggage. There's always things that maybe they're not dealing with it right now, but you know, they get into it later on, and are you just gonna dip out because, you know, it's hard for you or you're not used to it? No, like, you gotta be able to stick in there and hope that he would do the same for you. So, you know, watching Akil try to navigate that, and Alexis having this standard for him, and I always say, like, you can't be mad at somebody for not knowing something when they never learned it. They've never been required to do it. They've never even seen it. Like, you don't know what you don't know. And that's what it seems like with Akil. Like, while Alexis' family seems to be educated and seems to be, you know, of a certain, I don't even know the word. They seem like they know certain things, or they've done the work. I don't know what I'm trying to say. They definitely come off as bougie, but they also seem like they do the work emotionally, you know, to dig into like they talk about their feelings, they talk about different things. Akil, which is like the only guy, don't seem like he really talk about his feelings. He don't really do all that. So it can be foreign for him to try to navigate all that, especially for a woman, when all he's seen or probably been told is that the man is supposed to provide. We're coming into a new time anyway, where men are realizing, or families and relationships and people period are realizing, like, our black man needs to be more than just a provider. Our black man needs to be more than just a father, honey. Like, they have to be able to, you know, have their emotions and articulate them. They can't just walk around punching walls, baby. Okay, so girl, I could go on and on about this. I'd be so passionate. Anyway, y'all let me know what you thought about this episode down below. I can't wait to see next week's episode. Remember to live tweet with me. Y'all, my throat is dry. My mouth is dry, and I don't want to drink on camera, but I need to be drinking water, not cherry vanilla Coke. Anyway, y'all know what to do down below. Follow me, share, like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.